black sky, a broken satellite, a warning from deep space. For 15 years, Echo 7 had been drifting dead in the cold silence of space. Its wires frozen, its lights gone. Earth had forgotten about it. But then, at exactly 3:43 a.m., it woke up. Its dead circuits sparked. Its old solar wings spread wide. And then it spoke. Not with sound, but with light. With code. With a message sent to Earth's deepest military channels. A message that made generals panic and lock down bases go silent. Only 6 words. She is not the enemy. That was all. The panic begins. Commander Elias Rayner read the words on his screen and clenched his fists. This is not possible, he growled. A cold breeze passed through the Earth Defense Command war room. Even the machines seemed afraid. 15 years ago, Rayner had buried the truth. 15 years ago, they found her. A girl from the stars. She didn't speak English. She didn't attack. She only looked at the sky and cried. They took her anyway, locked her in a lab, studied her blood, broke her mind, turned her into something else. Project with no name. A ghost that Earth was told to forget. Liam's memory. But someone remembered. Liam Cross, a junior systems tech, had been 11 years old when his father worked at the Arctic facility. He remembered seeing her once, through a glass wall. Her skin was silver blue. Her hair floated like mist. Her eyes were like the stars. She had pointed at him, then pointed to the sky, and then placed her hand over her heart. That memory had never left him. So when Echo 7 suddenly came back online, and the message came through, Liam knew who it was about. The hidden image. That night, while the commanders argued in sealed rooms, Liam broke into the data stream. He found something under the message. A hidden pulse of light, coded deep in the signal. He decrypted it. It formed a picture. Fuzzy at first, then clear. It was her, but changed. Her body looked like armor. Her face was twisted with pain. Her eyes now glowed red, not silver. Horns grew from her head like dark crowns. But Liam recognized her. Same gaze, same sorrow. She looked like a monster, but he could still see the girl inside. The black site. Meanwhile, halfway across the world, an old secret base known only as Facility 9 went dark. No power, no signals, no guards. Gone. An elite recon drone was sent to investigate. What it saw was strange. Walls melted. Scientists missing. A giant circular hole burned through steel doors. Only one word was painted across the floor in alien letters. Letters that only the girl used to write. Liam translated it using old lab notes. Remember me. Buried lies. Liam searched deeper. He found a forbidden video in the defense archives. In it, the girl, still young, still soft, was strapped to a table. A scientist asked, "Do you understand what we're doing to you?" She nodded slowly. "You are making me a weapon," she said. "But I don't want to kill." She looked into the camera. "Please, don't let me forget who I am." The screen went black. Something is coming. Liam ran outside that night. He looked at the stars. And then he saw it. Not a shooting star. Not a ship. A light. Alive. Moving fast. Falling toward Earth. He whispered, "She's coming back." But the real question was, as a friend or as a monster? Darkness. Cold metal. Screams behind glass. Beneath the frozen land of Greenland, hidden under ice and steel, a room came to life after years of silence. Red warning lights blinked on. Machines rebooted. A door hissed open. Inside that room was her. The girl from the stars. Her name had once been Arya. Long ago she had smiled. Now she was curled in a corner, trembling. Wires ran through her back. Her eyes were closed, but glowing faintly red. A voice came from above. "Begin Phase 7. She's strong enough now." Inside the lab, the scientists stood behind thick glass. They wore black coats, not uniforms. They didn't ask if she felt pain. They didn't care. To them, she was Project Siren, Earth's secret weapon. Her skin began to shift. Smooth silver turned dark. Sharp patterns formed on her arms like armor. Her bones cracked. Her breath became heavy. One of the scientists smiled. Perfect. She's adapting faster than expected. A silent fight. But inside her mind, Arya was screaming. She saw flashes. Her home world burning. Her parents calling her name. Her soft hands becoming claws. They had promised to keep her safe. They lied. I am not a monster, she whispered. But the monster was already growing inside her. Liam breaks protocol. Back on Earth Command, Liam Cross watched the live feed in secret. He had found a hidden link in the Echo 7 data. It led him to Facility 9's live stream. He saw her changing, her face twisting, her body in pain. He slammed his fist on the table. This isn't right. He remembered her eyes, full of fear, not hate. And now they were changing, dimming, losing what was left of her. A voice from the past. Suddenly, the stream glitched. Then a different feed appeared. An old recording. Arya sat in a small room, hands on her knees. She looked tired, but she spoke clearly. They told me if I became like them, the war would stop. But I think I'm being turned into something no one can love. She looked at the camera, directly into Liam's eyes. Please, if you can hear me, don't let them erase me. Then the video ended. Breakout. Back in Facility 9, the transformation reached its peak. Alarms rang. Arya screamed, but it was not a human scream. It echoed through metal. Lights exploded. Glass cracked. Contain her, shouted the guards. Too late. The chamber shattered. Steel bent like paper. A wave of pressure knocked people to the floor. From the smoke stepped a creature. Tall, armored, glowing red veins under black skin. Her eyes were fire, but she didn't attack. She looked around, confused, hurt. Then she ran. Fast. Faster than cameras could follow. Into the tunnels. Into the cold. She escapes. An alert hit Earth Command. Subject Siren has escaped. Do not engage alone. Extreme threat level. But Liam didn't see a threat. He saw a girl, running from the monster she was forced to become. One clue left behind. In the wreckage of the lab, a single message was burned into the wall. Alien symbols. But Liam could read them now. You told me I had a choice. You lied. Final scene. Forest. Cold wind. Snow falls quietly. Arya stands alone, hidden in the shadows. Her body still glowing. Her face no longer human. But her eyes, they're full of pain. She looks at the sky. I just wanted peace. Suddenly, Earth drones fly overhead. A red light locks onto her. She breathes in slowly and disappears into the trees. A heartbeat, cold air, snow, silence. Then the trees exploded. Drones flew overhead, scanning the frozen woods of northern Canada. Each drone was armed, fast, and deadly. They weren't searching for a criminal. They were searching for her. She moved like wind. No footprints. No sound. Just a flicker between the trees. The cameras couldn't track her. The guns couldn't lock on. Target is loose, one soldier said over comms. Repeat. Siren has escaped. And she's learning. Who is the real threat? Across the ocean, in a military war room buried under the earth, Commander Raynor stood in front of a giant screen. Red dots blinked all over the northern hemisphere. The system was on full alert. She's not hiding, he said. She's surviving. Someone asked, should we try to capture her alive? Raynor turned. No. That girl died 15 years ago. This thing is not her anymore. Liam breaks the rules. Liam Cross disagreed. Sitting alone in a dark room, his laptop glowed softly. The stolen feed showed broken forest cameras, body heat scans, voice logs. But Liam wasn't watching the drones. He was watching her. He zoomed in on an abandoned hunter's cabin. There. A heat signature. Small. Still. Not attacking. Just hiding. Liam whispered. She's scared. He knew it. Deep in his heart. She wasn't a monster. She was running from everyone who made her one. Memories in the snow. Inside the cabin, Arya sat on the wooden floor. Her body had changed. Her skin looked like dark metal. Her eyes glowed. Her fingers were sharp, but her breath came slow. She looked at her hands. "I didn't ask for this," she whispered. She closed her eyes and remembered, a memory of being 6 years old in her star home, running barefoot on glowing grass, laughing. Her mother's voice, "You are not what the world makes you. You are what you choose to be." Then the memory burned. Her planet, fire, screams, Earth soldiers dragging her away. The first encounter. Suddenly a sound. Wood creaked. A shadow moved. She turned fast, ready to strike, but stopped. It was Liam. He had come alone. No gun, no armor, just a backpack. He raised both hands. "It's me," he said gently. "You probably don't remember, but we met. You showed me the stars." Her red eyes narrowed, then softened. She remembered. The boy, the glass wall, the stars. 2 enemies. One moment. Outside, soldiers scanned the forest. "We have her location," a voice called. "Engage in 3, 2. Liam stepped in front of Arya. "Wait!" he shouted into the sky. "Don't shoot. She's not fighting." But the drones didn't care. They locked on, weapons charged. Arya looked at Liam. "You should leave. They'll kill you too." He didn't move. "Then we die together." A red beam fired straight at them. The power within. Arya raised one hand. Time slowed. A pulse of invisible energy burst from her chest. The snow lifted off the ground. Trees bent. The beam curved and shattered in midair. All drones crashed down like birds made of glass. Silence again. She had stopped them all. Not with hate, but with control. Liam looked at her, amazed. "You saved me." She looked away. "That means I'm still me. The chase isn't over." From orbit, a satellite blinked red. Commander Rayner watched the footage. "She's adapting, faster than expected. That human is helping her." He turned to his officers. "Issue a global command. Siren is now priority 1 target. Anyone who protects her will be hunted too." Final scene. Night falls. Arya and Liam walk through the snow, far from cities, far from roads. He hands her a scarf. She wraps it around her face. They don't speak, but they walk side by side. And far above them, a black shape moves through the stars. Watching, waiting. It was not a cave. It was a tomb. Beneath the frozen mountains of Alaska, deep under black ice and broken rock, a door stood, sealed for centuries. No map showed it. No signal came from it. But Arya remembered it. And tonight she returned. She stood in front of the giant stone entrance. Liam stood beside her, holding a dim flashlight. Wind howled around them. The mountains groaned. "What is this place?" he asked. Arya placed her hand on the frozen surface. "It was once a home. Now it holds the truth." The door opens. As her fingers touched the stone, glowing blue lines spread across the rock like veins. The ground trembled. The mountain opened. They stepped into darkness. The air was still. The walls shimmered faintly. Symbols floated in the air. Alien letters, glowing slowly like breathing lights. Liam looked around in awe. "This isn't Earth technology," he whispered. Arya nodded. "It was buried here before Earth attacked. Before the lies began." The Hall of Memory. They entered a wide chamber. In the center, a black pillar stood, tall, smooth, and humming. Arya walked toward it and spoke in her language. The pillar responded. A beam of light shot up, and suddenly, the room came alive with floating memories. Images made of light. Cities in the clouds. Giant crystal trees. Alien children running and laughing. Her world. Before war. "This is your planet?" Liam asked. Arya's voice broke. "Yes, my people never wanted war. We wanted peace. We came to share knowledge." One of the glowing memories showed a group of humans, Earth soldiers, opening fire on peaceful aliens. "They called us a threat. They feared what they didn't understand. Earth's betrayal." Liam stepped back, shocked. This isn't what they taught us." He remembered Earth's history books. Aliens invaded. Earth fought back. Earth won. But here he saw the opposite. They lied, he whispered. Arya nodded. They didn't win the war. They broke the peace before it even began. She showed him another memory, her parents' scientists building a translator, preparing a gift for Earth. Then soldiers came, took her, killed them. Liam looked away. His hands were shaking. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Arya gently touched his shoulder. You were just a child. Like me. The secret weapon. Suddenly the pillar dimmed, and a new image appeared. Her, strapped to a machine, crying, screaming. Earth scientists surrounding her, injecting her, cutting her. Liam gasped. They turned you into the weapon. Earth made the monster they fear. Arya nodded slowly. They erased my name, my voice, my memories. But I'm starting to remember now. The warning. Lights flickered. The pillar pulsed. A deep voice echoed, recorded long ago. If this memory is found, the peace has failed. To the one who survives, speak the truth. Then the pillar went dark. The chamber was silent. Arya whispered, It's not over. Something worse is coming. The outside world responds. Far above, in Earth's Defense Command, Commander Rayner watched satellite scans. He saw the door open in Alaska. He saw Arya's heat signature. He slammed his fist on the table. She's accessing forbidden tech. We cannot let her speak to the world. He turned to the control room. Activate Operation Blackout. Full orbital strike. Race against fire. Arya and Liam stepped outside. The stars were bright. But something else lit up the sky. A red beam from orbit, falling fast like lightning. Arya grabbed Liam. Hold on. She jumped, into the snow, into darkness, just as the mountain exploded behind them. Flames rose. Ice cracked. The door, the truth, the memory. It all vanished in fire. They lay on the edge of the cliff, covered in ash. Liam looked back at the burning mountain. They destroyed it, just to keep it hidden. Arya stared at the sky. Then we must speak louder. Final scene. Far away, inside a hidden alien ship buried in the desert, something began to glow. An ancient AI woke up. A voice spoke in an alien tongue. Subject Arya confirmed alive. Initiating phase 2. A desert. Silent. Empty. Endless. But deep under the sand, something waited. For centuries it had slept. A ship not made by humans. Buried after the first stars were born. Black like stone. Shaped like a claw. And now it was waking up. Running out of time. Liam held Arya tightly as they walked across the hot sand. Her body was shaking. Her skin glowed dim red. She was burning from the inside. The transformation was getting worse. I can't hold it back anymore, Arya whispered. Liam looked into her eyes. They were changing again. We're almost there, he said. That ship. It knows you. You said it can help. Arya nodded weakly. It was built by my ancestors. It's alive. It remembers me. A loud boom echoed in the distance. Earth drones were closing in. They were out of time. The ship awakens. They reached a large dune. Suddenly, the sand beneath them sank. The ground moved. A dark surface rose, smooth and cold. The ancient ship appeared like a shadow from another world. It opened slowly, metal plates shifting like breathing skin. A soft voice echoed from inside. Arya. Identity confirmed. Welcome home. Liam stood frozen. This ship talks. Arya stepped forward. It's not just a ship. It's alive. Inside the machine. They entered. The walls pulsed with light. Symbols glowed as Arya walked past. The ship remembered her. It opened its heart to her. At the center was a tall chair. It floated above the floor. This is the core, Arya said. It can stop the mutation. But it comes with a price. Liam looked confused. What price? She stared at the machine. If I enter, it will save my mind, but also unlock the full weapon. I'll be more powerful, but maybe not human anymore. The choice. Liam grabbed her hand. You don't have to do this. She smiled sadly. If I don't, Earth will destroy everything. They'll never stop hunting me. Or you. I need to be strong enough to protect us both. She walked to the chair. It opened like a flower. Liam turned away as lights surrounded her. The ship spoke again. Genetic repair in progress. Memory lock removed. Full access granted. Arya screamed. But this time, not in pain. In awakening. A new form. When the lights faded, she stepped down. Her body had changed again, but not like before. Her skin was glowing silver, not black. Her eyes were bright, not red. Her armor was smooth, almost soft. She looked alien but beautiful, strong. She had become something in between. Not human, not monster, something new. The enemy strikes. Suddenly, the ship's alarms blared. Warning. Earth strike team detected. Surface breach in 3, 2. The walls above cracked. Explosions shook the ship. Earth soldiers dropped in from the sky, wearing black armor and gas masks. Target inside. One shouted, "Take her down." They fired. But Arya raised her hand. The bullets froze mid-air. She turned them into ash. "I don't want to hurt you," she said. They kept shooting. She sighed and swept her arm. A wave of light knocked them all back. Alive, but defeated. Liam looked at her in shock. "You didn't kill them." She nodded. "Because I still remember who I am." The message. Back at Earth Command, alarms lit up. Commander Rayner watched the footage in silence. "She accessed the core," he said. "And she's still herself." One of his officers asked, "Should we prepare for war?" Rayner didn't answer. He just stared at the screen. Because the last image showed something terrifying. Arya looking straight into the satellite's camera. And smiling. Final scene. Arya stood with Liam at the edge of the ship. Above them, stars burned in the sky. She spoke calmly. "They tried to change me, but I've changed myself. Now, I will show them the truth." Liam stepped beside her. Together, the ship began to rise from the sand, humming like thunder. And far above, Earth watched, afraid. The sky was bleeding. High above the Earth, a red light glowed in orbit, bright as a second sun. It wasn't a star. It was a weapon. Earth's last defense. The Skylance. A space cannon so strong it could erase a city in one shot. And now it was pointing straight at her. The countdown. In Earth Defense Command, Commander Rayner stood still as the giant screen counted down. Target locked. Alien ship rising over Sahara. Firing in 10, 9. Rayner's voice was cold. "End this. Now." Arya sees it coming. From the ship's window, Arya looked up. She saw the red light falling from the sky like fire. Her silver eyes narrowed. "They still want to kill me." Beside her, Liam stepped forward. "Then stop them. Use your power." She shook her head. "If I destroy them, I prove them right. I have to be better than they were." But the weapon was coming fast. She had seconds to decide. The intercept. Arya took a deep breath. She stepped onto the ship's roof. The wind roared. The desert shook. She raised her hand toward the sky. Her body glowed, brighter than ever before. The beam hit her hand. The world flashed white. But it didn't explode. She caught it, held it, and slowly bent it, until the beam cracked like glass and vanished into dust. All over the planet, people watching the broadcast gasped. The world watches. Children in schools. Soldiers in bunkers. Scientists in labs. Everyone saw it. The alien monster had saved Earth from Earth's own weapon. Not one person died. Rayner's hand shook as he turned off the feed. She blocked it. No one spoke. The silence was louder than war. "She doesn't want blood." Back on the ship, Liam ran to her. "You did it." Arya looked tired, but calm. "Yes, but they will still come. They're afraid." Liam shook his head. "Not all of them. Not anymore." He handed her a small device. "This is a broadcast key. You can send your voice to the whole planet. Tell them the truth." But Earth strikes again. Before she could answer, explosions rocked the ship. Missiles hit the side. Fighters zoomed overhead. Earth's secret air fleet had arrived. "They're trying to finish what they started," Arya said softly. Her eyes glowed brighter. Her voice deepened. "Then let them see what I've become." Full power unleashed. She rose into the air. Her body burned with light, silver, blue, and gold. With a wave of her arm, she bent the sky around her. Missiles turned into feathers. Jets lost power and floated like paper. Soldiers fell to their knees. But she didn't kill anyone. She only took away their weapons. "I am not your enemy," her voice echoed across the world. "You made me a weapon. I chose to be more." Betrayal in the shadows. Suddenly a sharp sound. A shot fired. Liam gasped. Blood hit the floor. A human sniper had sneaked aboard the ship and shot him. Arya turned fast. She caught Liam in her arms. "No, stay with me." His eyes fluttered. "Don't lose yourself. Promise me." He passed out. Not dead, but close. The monster inside returns. Arya's hands shook. Her glow turned red. Her voice cracked. "They never stop." The air burned. The ship rumbled. The monster inside her wanted revenge. She could destroy the cities, crush the army, turn the sky black. She had the power. And for a second, she almost used it. Final scene. Then she remembered his words. "Promise me." She closed her eyes, breathed in. The light faded from red to silver again. She picked up Liam, walked back to the center of the ship, and whispered, "The war ends now." The ship rose higher, toward the stars, and Earth watched her leave, without a single life taken. She left Earth in silence. No armies followed, no weapons fired, just one alien girl, holding the broken body of the only human who had ever believed in her. Her silver ship disappeared into the clouds, and the world finally paused. The broadcast. 36 hours later, every screen on Earth turned black. Phones, TVs, billboards, satellite feeds. Then her voice echoed everywhere. "My name is Arya. I was taken as a child, changed, weaponized. But I never wanted war." People across every country stopped to listen. In the broadcast, they saw her memories. Not CGI, not Earth's story, but her truth. A child dragged from her mother. Needles, machines, screams. Earth scientists calling her a project, not a person. Her smile fading over years of pain. And then, they saw Liam, smiling at her, talking to her, saving her. The world reacts. Millions cried. Even soldiers who once hunted her took off their helmets and sat down in silence. The lie was over. Earth had created the monster, but she chose not to become one. "I forgave you," she said in the broadcast, "because one of you saw me as more than a weapon." That was enough. Commander Rayner breaks. In Earth Defense Command, Commander Rayner sat alone. His screen cracked, his uniform stained with dust. He had fired the Skylance. He had tried to erase her. Now he saw what she truly was. Not a threat, not an alien, just a girl who had every right to destroy Earth and didn't. He dropped his gun, took off his medals, and for the first time in decades he wept. Liam's recovery. Far above Earth, inside Arya's ship, Liam opened his eyes. Weak, pale, but alive. She sat beside him, holding his hand. He whispered, "Did they hear you?" She smiled gently. "Yes, they listened. And maybe now, they'll change. A new world begins." Weeks passed. The war was over. Earth's leaders stood in front of their people and told the truth. They dismantled the secret labs, freed the hidden files. They even renamed the Global Defense Network, the Arya Protocol, to protect peace, not control it. Arya and Liam never came back. They flew to the outer rim of the galaxy, searching for the ruins of her homeworld, trying to find the lost pieces of her people. But her voice stayed behind. A message played in every school, every station, every ship. Kindness is not weakness. Mercy is not surrender. And even a monster can choose to be human. The last scene. Years later, on a quiet hill near what was once Earth's first alien lab, a statue stood tall, not of a soldier, not of a hero, but of a girl, looking at the stars, one hand over her heart. The plaque read, "She was never a monster," in memory of Arya, who had every reason to destroy us, and chose to forgive us instead. Children stood before the statue, staring up in silence. One girl asked, "Was she real?" Her teacher smiled. "She was more real than anyone who ever fired a gun." Fade to stars. In deep space, a silver light moved across the stars. Inside it, Arya stood at the window, Liam beside her. She watched a blue planet far away, and whispered, "They'll be better now, because they saw who I really was." And finally, so did I.